Hey guys, it's Megan. I wanted to go through the process of planting my rooted cuttings that have been sitting in water, getting more cuttings, and starting to propagate them. So we do like the end of one cycle all the way through to the beginning of a new cycle. And then in a couple weeks, we'll plant those guys up and pop them on the shelf. So stay tuned. Okay, so I checked these guys last night and they have some serious roots. So I was thinking, let's replant them. I'm also doing something that I've never done before. It was a tip that my mom gave me. So you know how you have those little gnats in the soil. She said that if you boil water, pour it through the dirt, let it cool off, that will kill all the gnat eggs. And I'm giving it a whirl. Oh my gosh. I swear, like once the roots start popping out, they just start growing like crazy. I mean, now there are several cuttings right here. Let's see. This is a cutting that I got from my boyfriend's work. They have an ivy that's just like super overgrown. There was a rooted piece up there on my bookshelf. So she has a little root right there. Impressive root. So I was thinking about planting this one actually on its side and just letting all of those roots, well, I guess I could still plant it down. So I was gonna use these to make one plant. So these cuttings, these three cuttings are cuttings from, no, this one's not. So these three cuttings right here are cuttings from a plant that I don't own. These are cuttings from my queen marble that's hanging outside. I think she's a queen marble jade pothos because a lot of the foliage is just straight green. I don't know if once they mature, if they're gonna get a little bit more marbleization. This one's a pretty variegated piece. This is one of my favorite leaves. I love just when they're just like straight down the middle like that. Still not a whole lot of variegation, but enough. And then again, another very, can you see that? A very impressive root. These have been in here for just this jar of water on my coffee table. 2 weeks, maybe less, maybe more. Tomato. Okay, let me grab the pots. Okay, so I thought these would all work really nicely in one pot. Let's see. Okay, so I have the soil. I poured boiling water through it, let it drain, mixed it up really well. It's a little warmer than room temperature, but it's not hot. Nice and toasty, just nice and warm. Who knows, maybe it'll actually really help the plant. That will heat, the warmth. Who knows, I have no idea. I'm quite excited. So I've propagated a couple ivies, never with this many like healthy cuttings or happy cuttings. I've never like willingly or volunteered to propagate my cuttings. I had an ivy plant that I put in my bathroom for a little bit, and she just like quickly started to suffer. So I broke her into clippings, and now she is that gorgeous beauty right there. The greatest success story. kind of a cue, but I make such a big mess when I'm doing anything. I don't know how to like keep it clean. No matter what I do, it doesn't work. Keep you in place. I have such a fondness for trailing plants. Those are my absolute favorites. I love how jungly they look. They're so beautiful. You know, me and Jay were talking the other day about like our favorite plants and how that literally is just an impossible question to ask ourselves, really to ask anyone. It's an unfair question to ask anyone who loves plants because there isn't just a one answer. It changes daily, by the minute. No. Maybe for some, right? So what I was thinking was I will plant this guy up, pop it on the shelf, and take some more cuttings and just keep on working it. Eventually I plan to have just like ivy cascading off the top of that bookshelf. Slowly but surely it's happening. And how cool would it be to have like all the plants that I propagated? It's just neat. It's neat to watch something go through the whole process of growing. I'm super excited to see if this process of boiling the water helps. It sure made it messy. It's been a couple of days since I have potted up this ivy, and so far I have had 0 gnats. So I think that the boiling water was a fantastic idea that I am going to keep implementing. Just two little viners. Maybe even throw them around a little bit so that they go to one side. Look how beautiful. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Okay, my slop over here. I'm gonna clean those out before I put it on the shelf, but oh, didn't they just turn out darling? I'm so excited. So excited. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna go clean up, put this guy on the shelf, and I'll let you see it. Oh, that hurt. Okay, so I have it up. What do we think? What do we think about this here placement? So I had it up there on the top, tried it for the fish. I don't know if this one, I don't know. Maybe put the painting up there. Let's see. Let's see what we can make happen. Just hanging out with some ivy. Oh my God. Okay, so I walked you through, I took you outside to look at the marble that I have out there and did some trimmings. I thought it'd be really cool to see like the end of a cycle completed to loop around to the beginning of a new cycle, right? How cool is that? And then we can plant these in a couple of weeks. Plants, 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 plants. You know what I'm saying? So again, while I'm just kind of rambling on about nothing in particular, I just wanted to let you know that whenever I do take cuttings, I want to make sure that at least 2 nodes get into the water. So each cutting I have has a minimum of 2 nodes. The more is better. I am pulling up a couple of leaves because I want more nodes to be able to be submerged in the water. Isn't she lovely? If I can, ooh, it's muddy. Plants create such a beautiful aesthetic. I feel like for any space. Oh, Jesus. Look at her. She's very full. I'm really happy with the way all these cuttings look. And hopefully it won't take long, you know? These lovely gals. All right, guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed and that my hand didn't bother you too much.